It all started from a daddy with two daughters wondering where he could take them, where he could have a little fun with them, too.
Welcome to the Disney World is Awesome podcast. I am a raspy TJ.
I'm Matt.
I'm Ben.
Landon here. Hey, everybody. My goodness, TJ. That's either the worst or the best you've ever sounded in your life. Let me paint a picture. Can I paint a picture? It's 10:16 p.m. Central Time, but it's 11:16 p.m. Eastern Time. We're spread all out. This is the first time ever we're recording, how do you say it?
Remotely?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, not in the same room. We're not at the ping pong table. We're not at studio, whatever.
We are all in our own studio.
Yeah, that's it. So,
I was in Florida a couple days ago, and TJ said, can we record Sunday night? And I said, no, I'm not back till Monday. And he said, well, I'm going to be in Florida on Monday.
I feel like you know how like starting pitchers have a pitch count? I feel like I have a word count because I went down with laryngitis. Nobody wants to hear me talk, but I feel like I get X amount of words. You know, I might get pulled by the fourth inning.
You're using a lot of them right now.
Right now, I know I am.
Well, and we can go back, I mean, almost a year ago when TJ was going to be leaving, right, and moving. We're like, what are we doing with the podcast? Ben researches, uncovers this great program, we think, right?
We think.
Although we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll find out. Although it's cool because it's little boxes and I can, our names are under in case we forget.
Well, I think
are.
Landon should explain what just happened before we started recording.
we had planned to meet online at 9:30, and when I hopped on, I saw Matt's face, so I was encouraged by that. And Ben's kind of our IT guy. TJ wasn't on yet, and then Matt disappeared. He never came back. Not a sponsor. He's the one not working with an Apple product right now.
Yeah.
Is that why he couldn't get back on? We don't know. But because we're neighbors, I was able to just run him an extra computer, and we're back live. So TJ and Ben saw me in my basement, and about 2.5 minutes later, there I was in Matt's basement.
Literally.
But the whole process ended up taking about 40 minutes to finally get everything working. So not experts, but
that's,
and I think the hope is that we will post this video too, right? On our YouTube page?
We'll see how it turns out. We'll see how it turns out.
Don't make promises. Let's not do that.
I'm not going to get into that.
I'm happy it's all working right now, although it's maybe not lighting for TJ's watching
bright,
TV.
Dark.
TJ, can you make a little effort? I have myself lit for crying out loud. We
like
can't
the
even
Grim
see you.
Reaper.
It's my TV, man. When it goes to commercial, I'm gone.
So Matt and I are in the neighborhood. Ben's just a little bit down the road. We're all in our basements. TJ has made a little jaunt over to Florida. We must have just missed each other because I left Monday afternoon. And when did you arrive, TJ?
I think we landed around 4:00.
Yeah, you literally passed
We
in the
passed
air.
each other in the air. Wow. Probably over Nebraska.
Could have high-fived.
Nebraska.
Not even close.
So
not even close.
I have the privilege of doing my trip recap today, but TJ, you were at Epcot, so I feel like today. So you're kind of stealing my thunder.
No. Yeah. If we could
finally gets
I'd love
there.
to tell you about my day. Let me tell you about my day.
I know. It's like,
Can we
I
get
got
right to
notes.
TJ's recap?
I got 2
listen.
years built up, ready to share my trip recap. And TJ's like, well, I actually had some nachos from Mexico at Epcot today.
Listen, us locals, we just kind of,
It's always popping in.
We go to
Pop
Epcot.
over for
That's what we
dinner.
do.
Yeah, just swing over.
I am so pumped. I think everybody's so pumped to hear this trip recap, which guarantee is going to be 7 parts.
Yeah.
But we are all very, very excited. And I'm gonna just stop talking.
Gosh. Well, I'm very excited to tell you guys about my trip because this is how this whole podcast started. We've told it many times. I went to Disney World once And Matt and TJ were so excited to hear my trip recap. We met at like 6 a.m. in TJ's kitchen just talking about it. And here we are years later talking about it again. So here we go. I went to Disney World.
Yes.
I had a fantastic trip, guys. Number one, I didn't get sick. Let's all celebrate that. And neither did nobody in my family got sick. It was super.
Wow. Must be nice.
Sorry, Ben. I don't mean to run. I don't mean
kind
to
of
rub
rubbing that in a
your
little
face.
bit.
Yeah, it's like, let me say again, no one got sick. That's great.
So the things I worry about when I go on a trip: 1, people getting sick; 2, the weather. I check the weather constantly. And for you weirdos out there like me, if you don't like the weather on one weather app, you go to another weather app to see if that gives you any. And you keep searching weather apps until you're like, actually, I like that forecast best, and I'm going to roll with that. And so, yeah.
This is going to be
it's
an
like a
8-parter.
placebo. It's like a placebo forecast.
Yeah,
kind of what
exactly. You do it until you like it. But anyway, so we got down there.
This is everybody. This is like.
This is my family. No, this is just my wife and I and our 3 boys.
There you go.
13, 11, and 5. And we took the Ben approach. We could have flown out at like 6 a.m. Monday last week, but we said, no, let's wake up in Florida.
Yes.
So that's what we did. I think
Love
we
that.
landed around 9 p.m. We didn't stay in the airport.
What?
We didn't do that. I did point out, I told my wife that as we were walking like through that big
Wouldn't
lobby.
that have
with
been nice?
I said,
Yeah.
Ben stays in those rooms. She goes, what? I said, yeah, he stays there. It's like a frequent flyer with that room right up there. She didn't believe me. I'm like, I'm dead serious.
Why is that hard to believe?
I don't know. It's such a, I don't know.
People stay there. People do that.
That's what it's for.
Yeah, businessmen.
I take my Disney trips like business, you know, take it very seriously.
So we took an Uber and we stayed in 4 hotels on this trip, which I don't think we'll ever do again. The amount of packing and unpacking, I don't know who planned that part. It was my wife, but I'm not throwing shade.
She'll never hear this.
So we stayed at a good neighbor. We bookend our trip, but the first night and the last night we stayed. Is that what it's called? The good good neighbor. And it's so funny. It's like they're trying, but it's so far from it. But they're trying. They got like a 15-year-old statue of a Star Wars character that's peeling in the lobby, and it's like, oh, you're trying to match the theming of Disney, but we're not quite there. Anyway, on Monday we woke up and I wanted to get to the Grand Floridian as fast as possible. And I know I've thrown a lot of shade at the Grand, and I can call it that because I've stayed there now.
Yeah, why aren't you wearing a polo today?
They're all in the wash.
I did notice when you came over here that you had your shirt tucked in.
Yeah,
It
changes you.
Yeah.
It changes you.
White belt with loafers.
This is for sure our coldest day of the trip. The plan was to do a pool day, and I think it was 37 degrees when we woke up. So we're like, okay, so we're not going to pool it. So we got over there. We ate breakfast at the hotel, got over there at like 11. And I had told you guys that, and I've told you this a few times, so I apologize, but our lightning lanes, my in-laws were arriving a few days later, and our lightning lanes were not matching up because I couldn't pick them on the same morning. So I was carrying the stress of like, the 5 of us in my family have different lightning lanes than my in-laws, and our day will not go how I want it if they do not line up. But I thought, like we talked about, once I arrive to the Grand and show that my name is on the list, these people will help me out. Well, I talked to a couple people, and no one could help me out. They all got the situation, but they're like, yeah, we can't. They took all that power away from us. And I was like, clearly, like, one of you. And they're like, you just have to talk to the blue umbrellas. They kept saying the blue umbrellas.
Who took the power away? Tomorrow?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Do you guys know about these guest relation blue umbrellas at the parks?
I've used them. I have.
Yeah.
I've used them.
So I knew what they were talking
There's
about.
no lines.
So they have all the power?
Well, that's what they told me. So I said, all right, I'm going to have to go into the parks not knowing my situation here. So with it being cold, we decided I wanted to take, like TJ did with me, I wanted to take my family around the monorail and show them the monorail resorts.
So hold on, back up. So you went to the Grand Floridian right away in the morning, your first day, but you can't check in, right? Your room's not ready yet.
No.
So
the plan, and we had a pool bag. The plan was to let's just spend the day at the pool. Nobody was at the pool. We were probably now in the 40s, but there was no pool inside.
So did you leave all your bags at Bellhop then?
We did. Yep.
Okay. All right.
And boy, did they take
Bell Services.
Bell Services at the Grand. Guys, let me tell you.
Yeah. Did you have tip money ready? You had tip money ready?
I brought, and that's so funny. I had that question asked so many times on Instagram because I think I said something. I said something like, we left the bags at Bell Services, we're off to, and so many were like, did you tip them? And I I said, I got 11 bags. Of course I tipped them. A lot of money.
Through Venmo or cash?
No, I brought cash.
Wow.
I brought cash.
Prepared.
Yeah.
Nice. Way to be an adult.
When you spend cash these days, don't you feel like it's like not even real money? Like
It's like Monopoly.
it's like I had that $100 bill in my wallet for months. I never once.
Now those bellhop guys, what are they going to do with that? They're going to tip. They're going to tip somebody else at some point.
So you're saying I'm pretty much giving them Monopoly money?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I was having fun throwing it around because I'm like, I gotta look like I belong at this place. So here's some money
Well
for
done.
you, and here and here. So we took off. We went. The plan was to show them Contemporary and Poly, and we pulled into Contemporary. And as soon as I saw it, I said, "We're just gonna stay on. We're not gonna."
Wow.
No disrespect. Here's the Contemporary. Let's keep moving. So then we went over to Poly. We hadn't even had lunch yet, but I said, we're starting this trip off right. We're getting Dole Whip. So we got Dole Whip. We took it to the beach. It was fantastic. Again, we're still in like the mid 40s, so we're not doing anything too excited. My 11-year-old flipped my 5-year-old straight on his face off one of the hammocks. We caused the scene for a minute. So
Got to do it.
Highlight there, and then we went back. When we got back, my boys were like, all right, time for the pool. And I was like, you guys don't understand. Ben just said that they heat the pools, but they don't heat the pools. But they were like, well, let's just check. They went over, dipped their toe in the pool. It was hot.
Oh.
It's
Nice
the
Grand
Grand.
Floridian.
It's the Grand.
Yeah.
So the pool bag came out. And
Caribbean
they
Beach,
were
not so much, but
Exactly.
Noted.
Exactly.
Noted. So we had the whole pool to ourselves. I think we had 4 lifeguards to ourselves. And they swam for 2 hours till 4 o'clock till our room was available. It was fantastic.
Amazing.
So it ended up being a pool day. So
that's awesome.
got in the room, beautiful room. Again, I'm at Grand Floridian because I used the DVC rental store. Thank you again. It was a beautiful, clean room with a balcony facing the Polynesian. So
Nice.
it was great.
And you were, you have thrown a lot of shade at the Grand Floridian, but as you're starting your time there, were you warming to it?
Oh, very much so. Right away. The
how
lobby,
quick? Well, how about Ange? Like,
she loved it. She loved it. My oldest loved it. My youngest was very good at finding hidden Mickeys, and I feel like the Grand does a really good job of scattering little. But my 11-year-old was like, it's not like, he was like, Pop will be better. He's like telling my youngest, Pop, you'll like Pop better. The colors. And I was like, all right, gross.
The colors.
You don't
The
understand. But that night we hopped on a bus. We went over to Disney Springs. It was very cold, so it was great. We have a tradition. You pick out a stuffy every time you go. My oldest decided he was done with that tradition, but the 11-year-old grabbed a Stitch. Riggins, the 5-year-old, grabbed a Pluto. We grabbed dinner, and then it was like, we got a park day tomorrow. Time to go home. So that was day one.
Dinner at the Grand Floridian?
No, we ate at Disney Springs. I knew you were going to ask me that. It was called Julio's. It's good. It's fine. That's all I got to say about that.
Okay.
So
what kind of food is that at Julio's?
It was like I had a grilled cheese with like 9 different cheeses on it. I think it was some sort of like Tex-Mex.
Okay.
Not a sponsor and not an expert. I could be completely wrong. My wife's going to listen up. I'm going to get fact checked so many times because my wife started listening to the show again and she was like, you don't always speak the truth. And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, the stuff you say sometimes, I don't even know.
Should we invite her? We could send her a link.
No.
On our new hosting here.
I'm
She
using
can't.
her
Matt's
computer.
using her computer.
Right. I have her computer.
We could just send it right to her phone.
She can't log on.
Pick it up.
So listen, first park day, we wake up, and this was the only day the five of us were going to rope drop, because when I picked our lightning lanes, this was the last day that I hopped on, because it was our first day of the trip. I jumped ahead and worked backwards when I picked my lightning lanes. I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but that's what I did.
If I'm voting no.
You think I should go from nearest to farthest?
That's your first one. Like, you want to hit that day. And that was, I don't know. I would have done.
What do you mean? What do you mean by example? Like, what did you?
So when I hopped into my lightning lanes, I went after our last 2 days of the trip, knowing that I could get the best times possible, knowing that my first day of the trip, people have already been plucking at that. So I just kind of was like, I'll just take what I got, what I get. And I did. I had to take what I got, because everything was like mid-afternoon to early evening in Hollywood Studios. So when I grabbed those, I was like, okay, so I have Toy Story Mania. I got Slinky at like 2 and 3 o'clock. Let's start the day at Epcot, and that's where we rope drop, because we're standing in line like peasants. So the plan was, because I had bought a Cosmic Rewind, which I believe was like at noon, we're going to rope drop Test Track. Haven't been on the new one. Excited to do it. So we roll out. Did you guys know? Of course you know this. Once you enter, you go through security at the resort, and you're good to go for Magic Kingdom and Epcot. How great is that?
It's awesome.
TJ?
I'm surprised you got to Epcot with the monorail. I didn't know it went all the way there.
Well, great setup, because we nearly didn't. Here's the first hiccup of the day. So we get through security up on the second tier. We run in. I'm like, this is great. Timed out perfect. The monorail's already here. It's we're doing early park entry at 8:30. It's probably 7:30, maybe 7:35. So I'm like, we're going to be there at the gate, get in early. We hop in. Our cart's got this vibe, or what do you call it? Whatever our
Train.
The train cab.
Yeah.
It's got we're walking into a negative vibe, let me tell you. Even though we think that we just were like, we barely made it. Come to find out, they've been sitting there for 10 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
The monorail has not moved. So I'm like, okay. And they keep making announcements that it's not our cart, it's not our train, it's the train ahead of us. 5 minutes goes by, 10 minutes goes by, 15 minutes go by. Now I'm getting a little worried. I hop on the Disney Experience app. Is that what they call it?
Mm-hmm. My Disney Experience.
That's what it's called.
TJ, this is why I could walk. I can beat the monorail when I walk. This is
not
it.
to Epcot.
Yeah, no, I could have done it. 25 minutes, I'm there.
I mean, Landon's not even in a park yet.
Yeah.
Let me tell you though,
Matt's dying a slow death.
The monorail to Epcot from the Magic Kingdom resorts is not ideal. Can I just say that? Is that like a shared thought? Has anyone? It's not the most. I mean, it's convenient, sure, but it takes forever.
It can, yeah,
okay.
For sure.
I just want to get that off my chest.
Because
you have to when you get to the TTC, you have to like go down the ramp, come back up the ramp, get on the new one. I mean, if you're not timing it right, you're waiting for a new monorail. It's like it's kind of a battle.
Yeah, it's like a layover at the airport.
Sure. Sure, Ben. So I start chatting with a person. I'm just like, I'm going to get ahead of the crowd because I don't know what my plan is. What would you guys do? Like if the monorail doesn't move, how do I get to from Epcot from the Grand Floridian?
You pull out your phone, open the Lyft app, and you get a minivan ordered up and comes, picks you up right there, takes you to Epcot. That's what I would do.
Oh, I never even thought about that. So I chatted. I was just like, hi, monorail's stuck at Grand Floridian. Is there another way to get to Epcot from here? And as they're writing back, monorail kicks back in. And I was like, okay, never mind, we're moving. And they were like, shoot, were you there long? And I was like, maybe 20 minutes. oh, shoot, this is the cast member. Where are you trying to go? We're trying to get to Epcot. We were going to rope drop test track. Cast member. Don't need to do that anymore. You got 5 lightning lanes for test track. Boom.
Wow.
Wait, 5 lightning lanes for test track?
Yeah. They
Meaning
blessed
what?
me. She
Just
put
5
them.
for Epcot or just?
No, for test track.
Oh, I
can
see.
make it.
For each person. Gotcha.
Yeah, for the 5.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
for the 5
Yeah,
of us.
Got it.
Try and keep up, Ben.
Sorry, Matt.
So,
Sorry, Landon.
Take notes if you need to. 20
So-
minutes in, 22 minutes in,
I was
we're
like,
not
you're
even
gonna-
at a park yet. We're sitting.
We're not
This is
there
like
yet.
listening to Ben. We're 22 minutes in. Holy cow.
So, first hiccup already made up by some pixie dust because this cast member, I didn't ask for it. I was more looking for help on how to get there. They were like, sorry, because we didn't get to the park now probably until 8:50. So now we're busting in because I'm like, this huge group of people are trying to get in. We don't have to rush to test track now. What do you guys want to go do? So we decided to go to Frozen. Our first ride of Disney World was Frozen. It was great.
Love it.
We then decided to bust over to Remy's because wait time was still at 20 minutes. And let me tell you something. Everyone in my family did a completely 180 on Remy's, including myself. We're out.
You're
We don't like it
you're-
anymore.
Whoa.
Why is that?
We did 2 180s
Because
on
it's
this
not
trip.
it's
One-
not 3D, no glasses.
I don't know if that was it. We all got off queasy. We all were like, oh, that wasn't that even fun. That was not fun at all. I used to love that ride. I wasn't going to say anything. My wife came out. She's like, I got to sit down. My 3 kids were like, we're not doing that trip. We don't have to do that one again, do we? I'm like, wow. Nobody liked it. Now,
Can you see me shaking my head, Ben?
to offset that, I'm just going to give away this piece now. I rode Jungle Cruise later in the trip in the evening, and I did a 180 on that and loved it.
Yes.
I thought it was
a
fantastic.
better ride in the dark like that, right?
It's kind of, what's the
Little
word?
bit of fog?
Ominous? Is that the right word? Is that
No,
a word?
it is not.
Ominous?
No.
Ominous.
Ominous.
Yep.
It had a little spookiness to it, and I loved it. I thought it was super fun.
Could you hear the skipper?
No, could not. Ben, I thought about you the whole boat. If you get the back of the boat by the engine, you can't hear the skipper. The only thing I heard was when the whole front of the boat yelled backside of water. And I was like,
Oh, well, that's good.
that would have been fun to participate in. But but it was super fun and kind of creepy. Loved it. So anyway, so hard no on Remy's. Then we hit Cosmic Rewind. We paid Lightning Lane for that. My 5-year-old kind of became the superstar of the trip. He was all talk leading this trip. He talked Slinky and he talked Cosmic Rewind. I'm like, dude, I don't even know if you're tall enough for those. And I really don't think you know what you're getting yourself into. Well, he rides it. And I'm like holding on for dear life because I can barely do these rides. He doesn't hold on. Hands go up in the air, screams of joy the whole time. And it was just like, I don't know if that was amazing or we set the bar way too high, way too early in the trip. But the other highlight was we got Conga by Gloria Estefan. And there's a lot of hot takes out there, and we might need to use an episode on that. But that is one song that I always wanted to hear, and we heard it, and we thought it fit the ride perfectly. Have you guys ever got Conga?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Da-da, come on, everybody, baby, to the Conga. So anyway.
I know that. Who rode by themselves?
That was another interesting angle. Paxton, who was 11, decided to kind of be that guy on the trip, which we wouldn't like always let him be, but he was like, "No, I'm good. I'll take one for the team." So,
Wow.
we have a lot of ride pictures with him and a random person, which is kind of sad, but
That
You
checks
liked
out.
it.
He got to make a new friend on every ride.
which he's the middle child. That's kind of what he does. So, then we did test track, loved it. What do we think? That was great.
What do you think? Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
It feels very Epcot-y. Like a lot of, I don't know.
Before you shoot outside is pretty cool.
Yeah, I
Where
like
they
that.
have, the big screens and everything.
It's totally Epcot-y. Here are some things that we're working on.
Totally. That's what it felt like. The voiceover was like, oh, okay, trying to teach me something here. Go fast. Test track was great. We did Club Cool. Nobody liked that. I got to quit making that a stop. Every time it's like, Dad's making us go in Club Cool. We don't like it. It's like, all right. We always find ourselves at lunch at Mexico. Is that the place?
Yep.
Is that your place?
Which spot? In the temple?
But it's no. It's across the street from the
The quick serve across the street.
La Ticatina.
Yes. And I don't know if we've ever talked about this because the seating is always a little sketchy. Just you
can
can't
go
find.
inside?
You can go inside. Hot tip. You just got to go back towards the water, hang a left. Ton of indoor seating in there, so that saved our lives.
Nice.
3 Caballeros. We got to pick with Donald there, and with that, like again with the 5-year-old, this was the first time in a long time we were making like conscious efforts to stop at characters. We hit all the classics, Mickey and Minnie and Frozone. So I'm not joking. We did like the 5 core guys and Frozone. Those are our characters. Then we skylined to Hollywood to hit up all of our favorite spots. This is when things got a little bit dicey for us. A lot of hiccups. So,
I don't think you mentioned you have Park Hopper for this whole week.
Do.
Did you say that? So that
no, not today.
Somebody might be like, what? But you have Park Hopper for
the Park Hopper is really nice. We love the Park Hopper. It feels like you can get the most out of your day. You don't hit like a wall where it's like, well, now what do we do? So we park hopped over to Hollywood, knocked out Alien Swirling Saucers, got our Wookiee cookie, Indiana Jones. A couple hot takes on this. I just feel like they're getting very lazy with Indiana Jones. Obviously, the ball is not going. They also got rid of the flipping fiery truck, which was a great scene. Like the truck used to flip upside down and catch on fire, and they would like come flying out. They got completely rid of that. And we saw it twice on this trip. The second time, half the building during the second scene wasn't out there. They like did half. I'm like, what are we doing? We stopped trying a little bit.
Are you ready to get on board with let's replace it?
I might be ready.
Oh,
I feel like we're getting no disrespect. What happens when we lose Harrison Ford? I feel like the whole show is around talking about how like Harrison Ford needs his stunt double. Harrison Ford's like 80.
Yeah.
It's not going to fit for her very much longer. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, they held on to Rock and Roller Coaster with Aerosmith for a long time.
True.
So
it's true. Then we went to Toy Story Mania. Listen, I'm not going to hide it. In line, I may have looked up a few tips. I'm the one that's always been trailing in this group. I thought I'm going to cheat my way to a good number. And I got to 204.
hey. You broke 200.
My first crack.
You're ahead of Chris.
200.
You're way ahead of Chris.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Yeah, I think Chris was like 104. So.
Okay.
That's great.
I don't know. I wish I could. I'd love to just watch you guys play. You know how kids watch other kids play video games, which we try to shut that down in our house. It's like, what are you doing? You're just watching other kids play video games. But I kind of want to watch you guys play Toy Story Mania just to see how it's done. So here's where our second hiccup came. We then had a paid lightning lane for Rise. And my 5-year-old has never ridden Rise. He was very excited for it. We got into the first staging area and saw that with like BB-8, and then we got captured and pulled onto the ship and saw all the stormtroopers. And then we were in the stormtrooper room probably longer than anyone has ever spent in the stormtrooper room. You know how like when you get pushed in there,
was it backed up or something?
It was backed up, but then also nothing was moving. Like the line was never moving. So normally you get like a hot 15 seconds in that room, and they're like, get moving, stop taking photos. Mm-hmm. You're captured. We were like just hanging out there forever to the point where I started to like know exactly which helmets were moving, which stormtroopers were actually not completely still. And then they were like, all right, we're going to have to walk you off this where the ride is down.
Bummer.
So we went immediately from the spaceship into this back hallway where I could see like inside a break room and a microwave. And I was like, and that's when I started taking pictures, and somebody yelled like, "No pictures, please!" And I was like, "Oh, that was probably me."
But
I
then
don't
you
even know what. I don't
texted
know.
to us right away.
Yeah, I think it was just to send to you guys. It was not to like expose Disney, but they scan
have break
your
rooms.
They scan your magic bands to where they're like, you can use this anywhere. Sorry. And because we were coming back to Hollywood later that week, it was like, all right, it's not a huge miss. This was something we're going to do with the in-laws later. So we'll just keep moving on. Well, my two oldest wanted to do the single rider line at Smuggler's Run. And I don't do that ride. Or my 5-year-old, I don't know. We weren't going to do it. So we're like, all right, go on in. I put a tracker. Don't judge me. I put a, what do you call them? Like an air tag on my 11-year-old shoe. He's the middle child. So there's just times where it's just like he wanders without knowing that he's wandering. So it's like, all right, I'll tag him. Go ride your ride. So we were just walking around killing time in Star Wars Land, Galaxy's Edge, for about a half an hour. I see them have them moved off the ride. So we go and find them. And I'm like, how was it? They're like, we got to the front and the ride shut down. I'm like, well, shoot. We've had a solid like hour and 15 minutes in Galaxy's Edge and have done nothing except wait in line. So that's not great. So now it was time to go hit Slinky because we had a lightning lane. Well, we do Slinky, huge hit, especially with the 5-year-old. We have this lightning lane that we can use from Rise. So we just say, run it back. So we ride Slinky back-to-back times, and that was fantastic. On the second time, I got yelled at by a cast member because we had gotten through. We're like the next aboard, and I look behind, and my 5-year-old got measured everywhere. Like, and we've talked about this, Matt, where they don't measure you not only at the front, but like also right when you get on.
Yeah, you already.
It's like, what do you expect these kids to shrink in the time they're? And can you imagine
the line? The 5-year-old didn't jump the line to get in.
And I know that's why they do it, but can you imagine like wait in line for an hour and you don't make the second height cut? It's just like, man. Anyway, I turn around and this one cast member, she's on her knees, like really eyeing up this kid. It's not my kid. It's some random kid. And I'm feeling goofy, I guess.
No.
And I just go, let him through. Let him through. And I start chanting. And she turns, finds me, locks eyes, and goes, stop. And I go, oh, no. My bad. I don't know if that kid got through, but I did my best to help him. So I wasn't I was actually trying to bring some positive vibes to the line, but that was shut down.
I guarantee no kids got through after that.
Well, oh no, you know what's funny? That was on our first time on Slinky. So the second time, which we just literally got right back in, like she saw me like 90 seconds later, and she was probably just like, "Woofda."
How'd this guy
Don't
get
like
back
this
on
guy.
here?
Surprise
Anyway.
Riggs made it the second time.
I know.
You know what they should do? Like when you get to your resort, Grand Floridian, they should measure your kid and like put it in their magic band or something, and then you just walk up to the ride. It's like you got the height already there. You don't have to measure them every single time.
That is your best idea you've ever said. Ben.
Solid.
Yes.
Except for when people start switching magic bands on kids. So
Loophole.
Well,
Matt just found the loophole. Dang it.
I'll figure it out. Got the little thumbprint too.
Wow. So,
Dang it,
okay.
man.
So, after Toy Story Land, we go over to Mickey and Minnie's, and we're super pumped. And we have a lightning lane, and we're about to go in the room. This is hiccup number 4.
breaks down.
You wouldn't even believe that I do this, but you will because I do it all the time. And my wife will almost leave me because of it. We're standing there right about to go into the room, the pre-show. And I give my old waist a tappy tap. My fanny is gone. My fanny with like everything in it. Wallet, phone. I'm like, where's my fanny pack? And she just gives me the look of death. She's like, why would you ever take it off? And I'm thinking, my mind is racing. I'm like, where would I have taken my fanny off? And then I realized that I have pants back on. I had switched, because it was a cooler day, I'd switch from pants to shorts, back to pants. And in between Slinky and Mickey's, I was standing outside a bathroom and I threw my pants back on. And in that moment, I thought, maybe that's where it was. Well, my 11-year-old goes, Dad, you're the tracker. And I had all day kind of kept commenting out loud, it's funny that I put a tracker on you, but not the 5-year-old, isn't it? Like, I kept giving him a little grief. Like, isn't it ironic that I have to tag you, but not the 5-year-old? The other tag was still in my fanny. Oh, I must have had my phone because I pulled my phone out and I pulled up the AirTag app and I saw where my fanny was.
Where was it?
Back in Toy Story Land. So my family had to hop out of line and I sprint. Just like Ben was sprinting through the resort, but I sprint back to Toy Story Land. And it's not where I changed, but I can see it. I'm like in the vicinity and I'm just like looking around like, all right, which one of you has my fanny? And it had made its way up on a like,
the cast member who worked at Slinky.
Yep.
She was running away with it. She knew it was mine. No, I don't know. Some cast member had it in her possession. And I said, oh, that's mine. And she was like, I don't trust you. And I'm like, how can I prove it? And I described some stuff and finally got it from her.
Wow.
Well,
They weren't about
because
to
of
just
that,
hand it over. Yeah.
we never talked about this. And if my wife listens to this episode, she'll be like, I thought about that. Or she'll be like, how this was your fault. Because when I got back to Mickey and Minnie's, we hopped back in line. We saw the pre-show. We went through the last few lines. We climbed on our Mickey and Mickey's train and every light turned on.
Oh,
and
man.
every music turned off. And I saw the cast members' face look at each other like this was more than just a oopsie, like this something major just went wrong. We sat on our train for a few minutes and then they said, all right, we're going to have to get you off the train. Like we literally climbed on our train. It didn't move. But I have to think that if I hadn't had my fanny fiasco, we would have ridden the ride just fine. So sorry about that.
Hiccups leading to other hiccups.
So by now we're getting really good at scanning our magic bands walking off a ride because they're beeping us, loading us up for another one. So anyway, my wife and two oldest went and rode a rock and roller coaster for one of the last times. I think this was February like 26th. So they hit it for, did you guys see the lines the other day on the last day? Insanity. The line went back to the Chinese theater from rock and roller coaster
Oh my
on
goodness.
this last day.
Well, if they were going to have big lines for Dinosaur, you knew Rocket Roller Coaster was going to do okay.
Crazy. These rides aren't even going away. They're just retheming.
Yeah.
It's insane. Anyway, while they were riding that, I thought this would be a good chance to go meet Mickey over by the, how do you say it? Commissary lane? Is that how you say it?
Sounded great.
It's probably 5:30. It's getting dark. We walk over there, and the line says 60 minutes. And the cast member's standing there, like right where the end of the line is. And I looked at my 5-year-old. I go, oof, I don't know, buddy. It's a long wait. And the cast member goes, yeah, sorry, I just got here. It's pretty long. And I said, that's all right. And he just goes, how's your day going? I said, it's great. Having a good day. We're having a little bit of bad luck lately. We've been evacuated off 3 rides now. But but I did not say it in like a...
Yeah.
Because we honestly were having a really good day. Weather was perfect. Like we weren't... And as soon as I said that, I'm not joking. This kid was like 25. He goes, nope. I go, what do you mean, nope? He goes, follow me. And he walked us to the front of the line to meet Mickey Mouse.
Wow.
Past the 60-minute wait line. Can you believe that?
It's amazing.
I promise I was not complaining. I was just like, we've had kind of a bad run, but we're okay. And he took care of it.
You know what? That's cool because I think they can sense when somebody's trying to take advantage.
Sure.
You know what I mean? They could just feel like he could sense that, like you're having a good time and you've run into some hiccups.
That's the thing. We had some hiccups, but they were all fixed by the Pixie Dust. So thank you, cast members. I should have gotten that guy's name. My bad. Anyway, we had dinner at Roundup Rodeos. That was not planned, but something opened up and we snagged it. And it was a great experience. We rode the horses. We froze when Andy came in.
Isn't that fun?
My 5-year-old doesn't eat anything, like literally won't eat anything. So we were very hesitant on paying the $40 or whatever it was. And my wife even asked the host, like, I have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for him. Is that okay? And she's like, well, it's okay, but you still have to pay. I was like, it's fine. We're paying for the experience. He mowed down the Slinky Dog macaroni in there.
Wow.
Most expensive macaroni and cheese I've ever paid for. But it was great. The theming in there, you guys never told me. It's like really fun.
It is.
The family loved it. It was a great reset for us. We were kind of running on empty. We walked out. My wife says I need to use the restroom. I said, okay. I look at my clock. We still had pocketed that last lightning lane from our evacuation at Mickey and Minnie's, which we were going to use at Slinky Dog when we came out for dinner. It was 8:58 when we walked out, and I realized we're going to miss it. It's 9 o'clock. In 2 minutes, my wife went to use the bathroom. So I tell my boys to sprint. I'm like, just get there. My wife comes out. I've never been so intense in my life at Disney World. I said, we have 1 minute to get the Slinky Dog. I don't think we made it.
Easy,
But
right,
they
Ben?
let us in.
Wow.
We've made it from what's the courtyard called, Ben? A little bit further down, all the way to Toy Story Mania
right.
in 2 minutes.
The animation courtyard.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think it's the animation courtyard, but is it? Anyhow, okay.
Rode
So
Slinky,
you got
and then
on
we
Slinky.
finished the night at Fantasmic. How do we feel about that show? I feel like we never talk about it.
Yeah,
Okay, that's kind of how I felt about it.
I think it's good. It's just such a commitment. Feels
It's
like
such a commitment. There's so many people back there. The walk from Sunset back to that outdoor theater seems like it's 7 miles. I can't believe how far they have that tucked back there. I feel like it has wasted space that they could put a really fun ride back there. I'm sorry to say that. And they have about 3 minutes of very intense villains that I was not a fan of for my 5-year-old.
not
I'll
safe.
just say that.
Not
Didn't
safe.
feel safe.
Yeah.
And that was our Epcot Hollywood day. So
Wow.
we're not going to 3-part this, but I'll just tell you that we have a couple park days left that next week I'm excited to share more about.
I can't believe I shouldn't even talk because it's hard to listen to me right now.
No,
but
you sound great.
the fact that you're on the monorail to start the day, you're stuck, and your thought was, I'm going to chat with the one person who can't actually help me right now. And that led to some kind of cool stuff.
That feels like a
was
hot,
that
What
my
were you
tip.
thinking? Like, this
No
person
one-
on the internet can't help me. I'm going to chat with them.
No, I just figured those cast members know all stuff, and they're just always right there in the chat window.
You have
So
a
I'm like,
podcast.
not an expert though. Never been on the pod. Never been on the monorail.
Hasn't
Never
been
been on the
on the
monorail from the
monorail, yeah.
Floridian.
I need to use the chat window more. That seems
It's
like
great.
it's a good
They're
hack.
always right
Yes.
there, ready to help.
Yes. You've got a. I mean, you have a multiple park days left
do.
leading
We do.
into this still, right?
Yeah, hold on.
this is
How
day
deep
one.
are we here?
So
45 minutes or so?
You
You don't
wanna
want
keep
to.
going?
What's
Yeah.
one more park day?
Yeah, I'm not. I won't.
gotta get
I
another
won't knock
park day
anything
out
out.
of
Fine.
this.
Next day.
all this years of like making fun of how long
Well, I
these
just wanna be
recaps
respectful
are, right?
of
And
everyone's-
now he's one day in at 45 minutes.
Yeah. What am I
So-
doing?
We just
All right,
we just
wanna
pulled the
point that out.
headliner back out for an encore. You were
Thank
like
you for
waving
the
goodbye.
encore.
Yeah, exactly.
The lights didn't come up, but the
One
crowd
more
kept
song.
cheering.
One more song. One.
I'm back, guys. I'm back. You want another park day? Let's go.
Backstreet.
All right, so
All
next day is
right.
Wednesday. My in-laws get in the following day. So this is our last day as kind of the 5 of us going in. Today was Magic Kingdom Day. It was also the extra park hours days extra hours for deluxe guests. Thank you, deluxe hours. So the plan was like maybe we'll hop over to Animal Kingdom. We don't know, but we also don't need to rope drop because we have all our lightning lanes set up ready to go. So we got in probably around 9:45, and we hit up Barnstormer first. then that's for you. It's just where our first it's where our first lightning lane was. So that's where we went.
You had a lightning lane for Barnstormer?
It was kind of our burner.
Yeah. Sure.
But it was great. And then we rode Tron. It was kind of a bummer because my 5-year-old was like, I'm ready to take on everything and anything. And he's not tall enough. He was a few inches short. So we had to do the rider swap with that. I still bought him a lightning lane for Tron. And then one of my older boys was able to use it a second time. So he just had to steal us a magic band. Is that allowed? Is that frowned upon?
Absolutely. Okay? It's frowned upon.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, probably.
We use Dallin's whole family.
That's right.
Okay,
That's right.
We got for Tron.
During my time with the 5-year-old, we hit up the Tomorrowland Speedway, and I'm happy to report that he hated it. Every part of it. He thought it was slow, clunky.
Well, yeah, you stuck him on Barnstormer, and he's watching his brothers ride Tron twice. Like
when I went on Tron,
Yeah.
he then rode People Mover with Mom, which I feel like I got the short end of the stick there. But I was like, you know what? I think you'll love Tomorrowland Speedway. He did not. It was loud. It was slow.
Hard to steer.
Standing in line at Tomorrowland Speedway, I thought like I was at the county fair. I'm like, where am I right now? This is gross.
It's not a great line to stand in.
We then hit the cheeseburger egg rolls, the first of 3 times on the trip. We just love those so much. So we did that.
Or spring rolls.
Hey, they're opening a stand with those at Hollywood Studios. Did you see
Landon's
that?
update. Say more. Where at?
In between Toy Story Land and Galaxy's Edge, they're putting a snack cart in there with spring rolls.
How confident is that for real news?
You take that to the bank.
No, okay. Let's revisit that.
As confident as I was in our setup tonight prior to it starting.
Did you guys see the Spotify comment where somebody was talking about Matt just spitting cold false facts?
100% confident.
That's okay. That's what we do.
Not an expert. Not an expert.
welcome-
I'm going to pull Landon and I'm going to Google it while I'm not going to chat
welcome
GPT. You keep talking and I'm
we
going to
hit
look it up.
My 5-year-old loves Swiss Family Robinson, which was fun. I've never enjoyed that, or I've never seen somebody enjoy that. And I never have been with somebody that was like, this is awesome. It keeps going. I was like, okay, that works for me. We had a Pirates, we had a Tiana's, we had lunch at Pecos Bills. We love that. There is also more seating that goes almost back towards the new Pirate Bar. There's always a lot of not available seats at Pecos Bills. You just got to keep going back. There's more tables. Hot tip. So we hit 7 Doors, Space Mountain, got some Dole Whip, and then we pool braked at Grand Floridian. And let me tell you, a pool break at the Grand Floridian when you're at Magic Kingdom is pretty seamless. Is that the right word? It's just nice. We took the little boat shuttle right on over, hit the pool. We tried to enforce a 15-minute close your eyes on the bed, and that worked for nobody, let me tell you. I think my wife fell asleep, but that's it. We woke up, and we're like, let's go. Here's what I suggested. I said, because we're late at Magic Kingdom tonight, let's go do some rides at Epcot that we didn't get to do yesterday. In my head, I'm thinking Living with the Land. I just got to get the Living with the Land. We finally, I say finally because it's a battle to get to Epcot. We finally get over there, and I look at the app, and Cosmic Rewind is a 35-minute wait. And I say, let's go. And I think this is when I went live on our Patreon account, and it was the sloppiest video you've ever seen. And it was pure chaos. By the time we got there, it was 55 minutes, but we had committed to the bit. And this was the longest line we waited in. It was the full 55 minutes. But it was great. And guess what song we got? Conga again.
Wow.
I was so excited because that's what this ride has become for us, Conga. Gloria Stefan, if you're not familiar.
Did a cast member say, how's your day going? It's good. I mean, we didn't get Conga on Here's front of the line.
By the way,
He confirmed.
It took him like 10 minutes.
If you were wondering where Matt,
No, I had it. I didn't want to interrupt
if you were
him.
wondering
I
where
didn't want to
Matt went
interrupt
the
him.
last 10
So,
minutes. Okay, that's great news, Matt. That's a great Landon's update.
It's a tipped over popcorn box. That's what it looks like. Snack cart in between Toy Story
it's gonna
9
sell
and
the egg rolls.
Galaxy's Edge. That is one of the snacks it's going to be selling of multiples.
I love
So,
that.
yeah, Pizza Planet snacks.
Interesting.
I'm in.
Okay.
So
No,
there
that's
you go.
great.
Sorry.
That's great.
Continue.
After Cosmic Rewind, we had dinner at Connections. I will fight till the end of time. That's a great spot for dinner, guys. The big pizza slices. Nobody agrees. Okay.
I'm a huge fan. I love the pizza.
You've got the
Melissa
Thank you.
made fun of me. I love the big old, because you get like two
Two.
New York
I know.
size,
Foldable slices.
You have all those countries. You've got all
That's
those
what she
countries
says.
and everything, and you're getting a slice of pizza at Connections.
I've heard it's good. Never tried it.
That's
Exactly.
what Melissa
That's
says
exactly
too.
what she says.
Melissa's like all these options, all these things that you can go eat, and we're going pizza slices at Connections.
It's
You
like-
get
it's
your
like
chicken
Red
nuggets and
Baron
mac and
pizza.
cheese too.
No, it's not. It's way better than that.
Exactly. They're
No.
heating up some Tombstone, a little bit of
Maybe a
Tombstone.
Jack's. Just depends on what night.
Oh,
Might be
my
Jack's.
Stop. It's way better than that. After dinner, we hit Soarin'. We walked through Journey of Water. Never go through. Now the temp is dropping, and you never take a middle child to Journey of Water when the temperature is dropping, and you're about to go back to Magic Kingdom. He got soaked, and I was not happy about it.
We experienced that on our trip too. Middle child had to stand right in the. Just got blasted.
Unbelievable. We did not. They would not go on Living with Land with me. It shows how little power I have. But I was like, all right, I might have a better shot.
really?
Later. We'll see. We then monorailed back to Magic Kingdom. I wanted to time it out to miss the firework crowd. I didn't want to hit the mass exodus as we were getting back to Magic Kingdom. But that's exactly what happened. Like, I made the reference on Instagram, but I felt like the dad in Independence Day when he says we're the only schmucks everybody's trying to get out of DC, we're the only schmucks trying to get in, because like we were like walking towards the castle fighting everyone coming out. But once we got in, and we talked about this with the extra deluxe hours, we were kind of hoping for Tron, we were hoping for Seven Dwarfs, but those two rides held at 40 minutes till closing at 11. So I don't know if we used our extra hours right, but we did Space Mountain, Dumbo, Barnstormer, Mermaid during extra hours. And then we split up. For the last 10 minutes, me and the older boys went on Tron. Ange and the 5-year-old went on Seven Dwarfs. So it was a great ending. We got out of there at like 11:30.
A lot.
And the boat going back to Grand Floridian, because they're all deluxe guests, the line was long. Nope, no thumbs up.
Bummer.
We walked our butts, and that hurts. When you're like dragging and then you make that long walk around the lagoon. Yes.
You walked around the
back to
lake?
resort. So great first 2 days. We're heading into a pool break day on Thursday. The weather's going to be hot. My in-laws arrive. I'm happy to report, spoiler alert, there's not too many hiccups except for one mega hiccup coming up. And I had to get permission to share that story. So tune in next week. But thanks for listening, guys.
Hey,
On the
one
Disney
thing
World is
with our
Awesome
sponsor,
podcast.
Matt, you should say something, but Landon, you too. But hey, how did you feel about like having the Grand Floridian, super nice resort, but even just having a balcony? Did you guys enjoy that?
It was great. Yes, I spent some time out there. We could hear the fireworks at Magic Kingdom, but we couldn't see them. But we turned the music on the TV, and it checked all the boxes for me.
Did you ever think about like just going out your room across the hall and knocking on the people across the hall and just saying,
Can I just take a peek?
I don't know if you noticed, but there's fireworks going off. I can't see it from my room.
We had a great view. We had
I
a
know you're
great
in your
view of the
jammies.
water, but we were pointed towards the poly, so it was fine. But yeah, we used the DVC rental store, and again, with the lower prices, we're not rolling in there being able to pay normal. I mean, the crowd, Can I say this? Can I say it? I'm going to say it. The clientele at I don't know. If you're a normal person at the Grand, the clientele, it's like, oh, these people are. This is the Grand.
This is the Grand.
Yes. You feel differently.
This is the Grand. Yeah, they they got the memo. How many? Well, we'll have to ask this next week. How many times you're like, well, at the Grand? Like, did you ever drop that tidbit on a pop, like a
just
podcast member?
In my
like,
head, I thought
well, when we were at the Grand, the way
Grand,
they did
I don't
it
know
at
if
the
you guys
Grand.
do it here, but at the Grand. So anyway, thank you, DVC Rental. It's a great way to be able to sneak your way into some of those cool deals.
Yeah. Special thank you for the partnership with the DVC Rental Store. And if anybody is looking, again, great time of year. Spring break's happening. Maybe you're getting ready for your summer plans. You can book, 11 months out with it? Is that what we're looking at with there? But great opportunity to check out some deluxe resorts at moderate prices and get to experience a lot of different great places. So get to be on the monorail, a lot of fun things. So
great trip so far, Landon.
Ben, thanks for being here. TJ, thanks for fighting through it from Florida.
Getting after it.
Yeah, exciting to hear part two.
Taking us
Gotta
out?
wait a whole week.
Make TJ take us out. TJ, will you take us out, please?
No. You don't want that.
Ben,
Nobody wants that.
Ben, do it.
This has been Landon's trip recap, part 1 on the Disney World is Awesome podcast. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next week.